Last night, two of baseball's premier pitchers squared off, two great left-handers, Clayton Kershaw and Chris Sale. And in today's game, you knew it was unlikely that these guys would go too deep into the game. It feels like if you go 5, it's like that's old school going 9. Both teams pulled their aces in the 5th inning. Red Sox ended up winning 8-4 in what turned out to be a battle of the bullpens. And it's become commonplace to turn over games to the pen early. I mean, we saw what happened with the Milwaukee Brewers with Craig Counsell, their manager. In the postseason, it just feels like that this is more, I don't know, under the spotlight. It feels like that we exacerbate this, that the bullpens are going to play a pivotal role. The analytics played a role last night, cost the Dodgers. I think back to Bob Gibson, and I know this is, I'm get off my lawn kind of guy. The Cardinals legend started 9 World Series games. He completed 8 of them. They don't build them like Bob Gibson anymore. But even if you had a Bob Gibson now, you'd never know it because the managers go, how many pitches, lefty, righty, how's this matchup, what's going to happen later in the game? You know, if we can bring in this, reliever, then it's going to take that guy out of the lineup. So the new trend is fun if you like strategy. Now, it does break up the flow of a game, the rhythm of a game. You know, that probably bothers me more than anything because you're settling in and watching something, and you hope you got a pitching matchup, and then you realize you don't. You have pitcher matchups here. It's just, and, you're also going lefty-righty. Dodgers, all right-handed batters. I think that's the first time in World Series history, all right-handed batters, no switch hitters in there. But that's because they're trying to counteract with Chris Sale. But, the Dodgers are taking left-handed bats out of the lineup, which I thought was interesting. And you got 3 guys who hit over 25 home runs this year. And they're not playing because of a left-hander. I don't know if that's going to be the case with David Price tonight. I'm going to say probably not. But, Muncy and Peterson and Cody Bellinger. I mean, those are big-ticket items there that you're not putting in there against Chris Sale. And granted, Sale is great against, left-handed hitters. But, man, at some point you have to say, I think my guy is just as good as their guy. And with what I saw with Sale last night, and I did strike out some guys. I think he had 7 strikeouts, 7 or 8. But I still have to play the odds here of getting my better player in there or better players. So we'll see how that works. The game is changing right before our very eyes. And it's a shame that we're not looking at starting pitching the way we once did.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.